3-hour flight from Paris, we finally landed in Iceland and we went to pick up our camper van from Lava Car Rentals. And then we headed up to Reykjavik to Costco and grabbed some food for the next 3 to 4 days.
Yeah, that's right. And right now we are on the ring road on a 2-hour journey from Reykjavik off to
Seljalandsfoss.
Lauren is so good at this. Lauren is so good at pronunciation. Honestly, for the rest of this video, she'll just pronounce it.
No,
and I will try to pronounce it. But it's okay. This is going to be the first destination on the ring road for us. There is a campsite right next to it, which we are hoping that it is available and that it is open.
Seljalandsfoss. This place is so majestic, one of the most beautiful waterfalls we've ever seen, especially because you can actually walk behind it, so you can see the view from there, and the land is so green, the mist is so amazing.
Yes, but Iceland is rainy, like it's pouring rain right now, so if you guys do come over here, make sure you have rain jackets, waterproof pants, and most importantly probably waterproof shoes, because you're walking through some water. And if you do come over here, specifically, when you walk behind, you will be blasted by mist, but that's just part of the experience.
It's a lot of fun.
So right there, right, Seljalandsfoss, and if you actually keep walking along these paths, this little walkway right beside it, and you actually catch a bunch of waterfalls. So when you guys do come over here, make sure to continue walking on the path, taking the scenery, because there are a lot of waterfalls to explore.
Camping in the camper van for our first night in Iceland, right beside Seljalandsfoss. We actually woke up a little bit earlier to go back to the falls and get some beautiful photos. And then we headed out to our second spot, Skógafoss. And on the way here, we actually started to fly the drone because there were like no cars on the road, and it was just the perfect time and perfect scenery, especially because we didn't see it so much because of the rain yesterday. And right now we finally made it to Skógafoss, and this waterfall is so beautiful. We are gonna go a little bit closer and see how jaw-droppingly beautiful this is. If you guys look behind me, the sky is looking amazing. It's pretty rare in Iceland when you have these bright, clear blue skies with only a few clouds, you know, up there. So we're really hoping to take advantage today and try to head up as many spots as we can, because it is forecasted to be raining for the rest of the week. Hopefully we get some pockets of sunshine, but right now we're just gonna enjoy this day and take in this epic scenery. Right beside Skógafoss, there's actually a trail to take you up to the falls, and it's actually a staircase, so it makes it a little bit easier to get up there. Once you reach the top of Skógafoss, if you continue on this trail, you'll actually come to Fimmvörðuháls trailhead, and this trail is actually a sequence of different waterfalls. The more you hike, the more waterfalls you'll get to. entered Vik, which is a beautiful seafront town on the south side of Iceland. This place is one to stop at to enjoy not only food at a restaurant, grabbing gas, or just taking a rest, but it's also a place where you can enjoy the view of the mountains as well as the ocean. This is also where you have the black sand beach, which you have really cool rock formations, and we also came up to the Vicky Myrtle Church, which is actually a really popular photo spot. We were able to drive up, thanks to our 4x4, up to the cemetery and get a better view of the church, the ocean, and the rock formations and the cliffs around us. Just 4 minutes before arriving in Vik, you'll be able to pull off the side of the road in this little parking area and check out this valley right past these mountains. It was really cool because it's unofficial. There's no name here, no signage, yet anybody could just pull off here and come and check it out, walk along the trail, check out the river, and we were able to fly our drone here. We also saw a couple zip lining here, and it looks so wonderful just having the entire place to ourselves. Sticking around Vik today, we finally got to check out the Reynisfjara black sand beach and the Seljalandsfoss caves. This place is not only really cool because of the black sand, but because of the basalt columns that are formed from the lava. And this place has beautiful crashing waves, but they can be sneaker waves, so really be careful. Don't have your back turned to them. And the wind is so strong. Again, you're right by the ocean, so be careful of the wind. Wear comfortable yet warm clothing. Our puffer jackets were definitely something that we really valued while being by the ocean today. And we also hit up Dyrhólaey, which is a higher viewpoint than Black Sand Beach, and this is where you can see the lighthouse and the viewpoint of the ocean and different rock formations and arches and such. And this place also very windy. Make sure you got warm clothing and be careful for your footing. Finally made it out to our campsite for the night. It's called Putgil. It's about 35 minutes north of Highway 1. The terrain is definitely rocky as we were driving here, but the scenery was so magical. Throughout the entire time, we were just in awe of what we were seeing, and it was nothing like we'd ever seen before. But right now, Chef Jason is cooking up some dinner for us before we head to bed, and we're really glad that Lava Car Rentals provides full cooking equipment for us to use, including pots and pans, a stove, cups, cutlery, everything we need. And we are super excited to enjoy our last meal and head to bed, and we are very excited to show you the rest of Iceland.
This is probably the best campsite that we have ever been to.